the question now is, let's not do just the same way Governor Soludo came and unmasked them and said there's nothing unknown about these people. They are known. These people are your brothers, your sisters, your friends. They belong to a kindred, they belong to a village. They come from a town and community, so they are not unknown. Right? It's the same way as Ndibo. We must now call this what it is. It is not a struggle. It is now terrorism. That's what it is. And one thing, if you have this conversation deeper with some of these guys, because I will engage them online every now and then, they will tell you that no so Igbo that we bodike. Oh, that's na atubo dike n'ogu na nna ya eburi amege na eburi agafe na nna ya dika ha kpi ike na be ha isi na ibudike jebe nya. You saw the way the Shiites did their protest when El Zakzaki was captured. Okay, so atria unu kwako unu ejebe Abuja, unu mechi afia Abuja, unu mechi wuse tu, unu mechi fa wuse, unu je Lagos, unu mechi afia Lagos. Amani budiki ijitasi anata survive watchoti yi na acho aibi ebe akworo ga aka. You saw how the Shiites took over the street of Abuja. They didn't go to Kaduna alone. Kaduna alone now. They left Kaduna, went to Abuja.
Go.
See, so here.
Are you agreeing with that term that Gaius used, homegrown terrorists?
That is it now. That's what we should be calling it. Oh, that's what we should be calling it. This is what these people, especially our brothers in diaspora, these people who are looking for a reason to remain stowaways, to remain. In fact, they don't know that they are on asylum. Many of them are, but if they are not there, no matter what.
Unknown to them.
They are hammer. They think somebody came to you in the early days of this their rubbish struggle. Went to Igbo World Congress or whatever it is, and told that he needed arms. They asked him very, very pertinent questions. Ozanwuro. But yet, some persons went behind to ego, nyekuya. That fear anwe emecha kwa megini me yene wutem ni yabo million ezoketa na amalokwa ya. In 2017 at Tudor Fodile's book review on the Biafran question, Soludo was the book reviewer. Go to YouTube and listen to that tape again. After listening to that book review by Soludo, I just look at him. I saw him. I said, "You are a prophet." Because what did he say? My brother rightly said that people don't talk about it. I said, no, don't worry. Let us use them. Let's use them. By the time we do this, they're no longer fools now. They have seen that you're using them to negotiate for things in Abuja. Now they want to do it by themselves. Since they can't go to Abuja, you that is now the big man, you cannot come back to the southeast. So I think there is need. In the form of recommendation, my recommendation is that we have to have a structured conversation around this whole thing, this thing called Biafra, and decide the kind of Biafra we want. You get it? The kind of Biafra, I would look at the Biafra as an autarky in the sense that we would have no business with anything called Nigeria. May as well have anything, when we become like the 16th state of ECOWAS or something, and we just exist on our own. We won't even belong to any national or bloc or any region. Anything that Nigeria has to do, Nigeria won't ban. Onye shop na labo mechi anataba onecho anataba aba anataba owere anataba iponye. So anything we have as Igbo should now be shut down in any part of Nigeria and brought back here. Or should we look at Biafra from the point of view where we would say to ourselves, like the Jews said, that anywhere we are, that we must build for ourselves a livable and prosperous homeland. A place where people can live, learn, enjoy, grow, and be happy. A place where, as of today, I tell you for free, I read in Unizik. I know some of my guys, I said it last time I was in Abiambam. That time when my classmates today, same, Kevin Oka, I said, Oka, you still the Oka. You still the Oka.
Lions Den.
You can't say that to somebody who tell you that again. When I say, where are you? I'm in Lagos. You say, you see the Lagos. By the man, that kind of question. Because everything the person needs to survive, from school to work to everything to one and on everything, no dear na Lagos. So, where? After all, he's here, baby, he wants to go to the island. Oje Lekki or J Iko or JVI. Jebe holiday, yeah. You just Seychelles or any other part of the world. He's almost the same thing as you. There is no incentive. There's no compelling reason why he wants to leave Lagos or why he wants to leave Abuja also. See, this is exactly the same thing that we should think about the Southeast. So that Nwamu today, or Fiayari Water with the life also outside this place. That should be our focus. And not this whole victim mentality where ezigbo Kano epụtakwasịna na marginalize again. Inwekwa businesses in Kano, inwekwa businesses in Kaduna, inwekwa businesses in Abuja doing well. Just because you want to appeal to the lumpens here. Because let me tell you the truth, people are usually united by misery. So what most elites do is to identify what constitutes misery to the people. So remember those days that I say one man I will water Umuohiagwu, I will fire Obiangu. What it means is that he will bring water to Umuohiagwu and bring light, electricity to Obiangu. You know, those days, but we have grown beyond those kind of things. Even though we got parts of Nigeria where Apotakwa is still part of campaign. So part of things people say that makes the poor now want to be energized and say, hey, we're going to Zobu. It's like when you now come and tell them, why are some of these miracle centers in quote, why do you find a large amount of poor, jobless people always strong in there? Because the preachers there will make you understand that no, that big man in a village had the destiny if I were Boba. Hey! Oh, this man. Hey, Jesus. Holy Ghost fire. I'm going to Holy Ghost fire in the team. But he made shop on Monday, on a shop on Azafia. There was one big man in there that led the crusade. I think he was talking to, I can't remember the Gobros. He was talking to some members of it. He's a born again Christian. He was telling his church members that I serve God. But at the same time too, I am not ignorant of the fact that I have to work hard for God to bless me. So what I do is I bring out a day. That day you would find me anything Barcelona or anything, you will see me do it. But aside that day, any other thing you're doing, Barcelona, you're on your own. Even God worked for six days and rested one day. So in the success equation, in being a successful society, it's not a function of how long you pray. It's a function of how productive you are. So these are things that we need to begin to tell our people. Not telling them that no Biafra Bia, Onyebo truck pusher or vulcanizer, Nankwonewi, or Bruze di Ibeto of Newi. Ibeto were 10 buildings, one year.
But God can do it now, according to the Bible.
My brother, but all utopia now. We're talking about data here.
Utopia, you just mentioned the Bible and then Christian God. Of course, the Bible said we walk by faith and not by sight.
Yes. But faith without work is what?
Dead.
Bless you. So what I'm saying. So the fact is that if you walk by faith, you know, and if you look at even the way you call faith, how did the Bible even define faith?
Let's not enter there. Let's not enter there. Let's conclude. That is why this very edition should be progressive. And then that is why some of you may even need to come back to actually do justice to some of these things. Some of these things, just like you said, when we're alone voice, and what something else that we actually go to or what I go. Erika Power, let me give you a chance to open recommendation or very important before we conclude. What I go. Somehow our line, our thoughts align. It's just that you want to lay a background and a foundation. As somehow you are not buying the way we are going about it this time around. Case where me or them might be better. So let's stop saying we should. You say we should respond, not react. So can you tell us what way do we even respond? Can you mean by that responsiveness? What do we do and it will be a response and no more a reaction? Go ahead, please.
Okay, Dalo, kill now, what are that now? Oblo na agbala nyafa. Ife gabo the outcome of the civil war. Maybe a majority in that hall that day would not say aye to it. Otu akwado na obo na agbala nyafa. Ife sit at home can turn into. Onwedike, many people will not subscribe to it the way many people did. The same thing to Nobona, no way case you were foresee. If you need now, one them okay call safe Makiana. Maybe nobody would have called anybody angel or had an opinion of Omoma or whatsoever. Manina yata. If no onye kilisia ife me na war, ona sound though to this my brother see a sound. Ndi lilu, ndi iseke, ndi mbose, etc. Today they are back thanks to His Excellency Governor Stokoma.
Almost back.
Charles, so they are back.
They are back.
Are they?
Yes.
They are back now. You know? Obodo na mgbe obidosi. Obodo na fama no otu a ka ọ ga-adị. Ndị kolofa aka na mbido ama nke aka. Otu a ka ọ dịkwa anyị niile bụ ndị Igbo. Ọbụna ya ma no otu a ka Biafra ga-adị. O nwere ike ma anya champion on ya. So now we are now responding.
Oh, we are now.
Iseke,
Okay.
Mbose,
Okay.
Lilu,
Asia,
etc. People are now responding, and that is the results are now for now. That is why we are here now. Bam.
yes,
Dalo.
We are already responding, discussing it. Mbambo.
Amamodi ya.
Amanna kyoto
Exactly.
esi.
Mani makana Igbo kwukwa. Say na oji ọsọ agbakwulu ọgwụ. Ọmara na ọgwụ bụ ọnwụ. So, bro, I want to accept that there was palpable ignorance in our decision to either go to the war or accept sit at home or not define UGM for who they are. But the question is this. Let's not be like what Chinua Achebe said. People who learn nothing in history but to repeat it. So, in all these things, what have we learned? From the Civil War to this sit at home to all the decisions that we've taken that have been counterproductive. The question now is that, Ndi Igbo, what have we learned?
Because to me, enwekwa history, enwekwa afaka history.
Yes.
You know, when you say afa, eneche mgbe dibia gbangada wee gbaa dị afa. Agbakwa dị afa, enkwa ndị ga-asị anya jee nọdụ ana.
No batara ya.
No,
bụrụ eziokwu.
Yes.
All history.
Ndị Jew ka na-eche
Messiah.
That's
now.
Sunday Zoo. Sunday Jew iso heche. Onye ga na-eche. So like I was saying,
Go ahead, please.
We are already responding.
Yeah,
and
sure.
we go line. Na
Dalo.
that is why the Igbo integration movement do seek here for such a special edition.
Yes.
To discuss this. This is just the beginning. In time, we shall continue to dissect it.
Yeah.
And in time as well, we shall profile.
There's a lot to say. There's a lot to say. There's a lot to say.
There's a lot to say.
Our time is against us. If
Very
not,
well.
we would have done justice to a lot of conversations. But I saw what some of my friends are doing, and then enjoy Asasino Imo. I said that I will not have such a platform, and I will not avail it for such an ideology and the movement. For some of you that are joining us, this is BAM. And if you BAM, BAM is very, very encompassing.
Yeah.
We can actually accommodate you.
Yes, so.
So some of you that are actually seeing us, expect more people like them, and even expect them to come back because it takes a lot of time for something to simmer.
Yes, sure.
A difference between hearing, understanding, and comprehension.
Yes.
When you comprehend something, you have assimilated it. Or never get there back.
Exactly.
So once. Some of these voices that actually entered, it was
consistency.
over time.
Yes. Consistency. Yes.
It was over time. So I want to encourage us our brothers. Even if some of you that are actually one of us that may actually buy into what we're saying here, or what we're saying here is making sense to you, but you need more conviction. You need us to actually be here and say it. You can actually cue in. Put in 1 or 2 words. Your comment can even go a long way. You want to go? Take the video to places that that needs to hear some of these things that we're saying. You can comment in any way you can, any capacity, so that some of our brothers will be available to say some of these things. Okay? Afam Bochijoke Igwendo, ana m ekene Maazị Ejimofo Opara, Isi Edo, the good-headed man from Ngokbala.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, and we hope to see you again. Nekele Maazị Chukwuma, Chooks, thank you for coming.
Yes,
Dalo.
We hope to see you again. I love the way we balanced it.
Yeah.
I love the way he laid background so that kaidekwa sure.
Yes.
Maka na ụmụazị kịta abụzi kwom.
Yes, so.
Mana okenye bịa whoever esi wee bido. And hopefully, I hope we will hear. Hopefully, I hope we will listen. Ndị be anyị, this is where we draw the curtain for today's episode. You will see more of us and more of these wonderful topics. We need to say it. We need to say it. We need to say it the way it is. Ngwano. Ka afọ n'ụbọchị ụka ọmesịa nọ. Thank you. Ị nwere akọ pụrụ iche ịchọ ka ụwa nọ. Ị nwere ife dị n'obi ịchọ ikwu gbam. Ị nwere ife dị omimi ịchọ ka onye ọbụla malụ. O nwere akala aka izolo ezo ịchọ ka ụwa fụ na inwe passion for. Bịa na gbam ka ụwa nụ onu yi. Ị nwere business ịchọ ịkwụnye n'ọkụ. O nwere product ịchọ ka o soro na gbam. Ị chọọ ka ife ị na-ele, ife ị na-eme na-aga as viral as gbam. We are here for you. Contact the number on your screen. Ka anyị kwụnye ị n'ọkụ ka ịfụ na ọ na-eme. Adamuaka, Gbam is the biggest Igbo interview in the world. Come and find out for yourself. Thank you.